Electric cars are booming everywhere, from packed city streets to wide-open highways. People believe lithium batteries and charging stations are the keys to the future. But right in the middle of this craze, Honda drops a shocker. Instead of chasing the crowd, they pick a road that few dare to take, the hydrogen engine. It's basically their way of saying they're ready to challenge the giants of clean mobility, whether it's Tesla in America or BYD in China. Now, of course, anything bold and new sparks debates. So what exactly is Honda's hidden ace? Could it really be powerful enough to shake up the global clean car game? In this video, I'll walk you through each piece of the puzzle so we can see the bigger picture behind this green battle. And hey, don't forget to hit like, share this with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you want more deep dive breakdowns like this. Honda is a powerhouse in the car world. Every single year, they move over 4 million vehicles, enough to rank as the 7th largest automaker on the planet. But it's not just about numbers. Honda has mastered the art of building cars that are ultra-reliable, packed with clever ideas, yet simple and smooth to live with. Take the Honda Accord, for example. It's like the rock star of the automotive scene. Everyone knows it's one of the best cars out there. In just the first half of 2017, Honda sold more than 161,000 Accords. That doesn't happen by accident. People rush to buy Hondas because they're cars you can trust, whether it's your very first ride or the 5th one parked in your garage. But Honda isn't only about making tough, long-lasting machines. They've always got one eye on the future, always trying to get ahead of the curve. Back in the 1970s, they came up with the CVCC engine, a game-changer that beat America's strict emissions rules. Then came VTEC, the tech that made little engines roar like giants. Honda never stopped pushing limits. They were also one of the first to bring hybrid cars to the US, proving eco-friendly could still be exciting. And now, they're working on something fresh. It's not a hybrid. It's not a pure electric either. It's something entirely different. Honda believes the engine isn't done yet. It just needs to evolve a little to keep the thrill alive. That bold idea has a name: hydrogen. Yes, hydrogen. Honda has always been a wizard at making amazing engines, so why experiment with hydrogen? Why not just jump onto the electric bandwagon that's taking over the world? And how could one daring move from Honda flip the entire EV game on its head? It all boils down to a single word: hydrogen. And it could be the plot twist nobody saw coming. Let's break it down. Not long ago, electric cars felt like something out of science fiction. No gas, no engine noise, just plug in and roll away. Crazy, right? But today, they're everywhere. Teslas zip down highways with giant touchscreens, and you can charge your car while sipping coffee. Sounds perfect, but here's the catch. Batteries don't last forever. They're heavy blocks filled with rare materials like cobalt and lithium, which aren't exactly easy or clean to mine. Digging them up can scar landscapes and poison water. And when the batteries reach the end of their life, disposal becomes a messy problem we still haven't solved. Then there's charging. It's nothing like filling up a gas tank in 5 minutes. It can take hours, especially if you're far from a fast charging station. Even when fully charged, that nagging thought creeps in. Will I actually make it home? That range anxiety doesn't just disappear, especially on long trips where chargers are scarce. Cost is another hurdle. EVs aren't cheap, even with government incentives. And while charging seems cheaper right now, imagine everyone plugging in at the same time. Those electricity bills could skyrocket. So on the surface, EVs look like the ultimate answer, but scratch beneath that shiny surface, and you'll see cracks. It's not just about swapping gasoline for electricity. The real challenge is finding a truly clean solution that works for everyone, without leaving behind a trail of new problems. While everyone else is rushing headfirst into electric cars, Honda is taking a different road. They're sidestepping the headaches of long charging times, dead batteries piling up, and the global hunt for rare metals pulled from distant lands. Instead, they've picked a smarter path. Hydrogen, the lightest element in the universe. When it's used, the only byproduct is water. No smoke, no waste, just pure H2O. Honda is betting big that hydrogen could be the true game changer in the clean car revolution. And here's the kicker. This isn't new territory for them. Honda has been experimenting with hydrogen for years, and now they're ready to put it back on the stage. Back in 2015, they unveiled a car that looked like it had driven straight out of a sci-fi movie, the Honda Clarity fuel cell. It was the first hydrogen-powered car in Japan you could actually buy. And it didn't just look futuristic, it drove like it too. Honda didn't just drop a new engine into an old shell. They built Clarity from the ground up to run on hydrogen. Inside, a cutting-edge wave flow system pushed hydrogen through faster, generating more energy with less waste. The fuel cells were compact but powerful, perfectly laid out, producing more muscle than anything Honda had ever made before. The result? A super clean car that could travel up to 360 miles, about 580 kilometers, on a single tank, outpacing most electric cars at the time. Fuel economy hit 88 miles per gallon equivalent, and the only thing left behind was a puff of water vapor. Clarity was Honda's first big trial run. It was smooth, quiet, roomy, the poster child for clean driving. But then reality kicked in. Despite all its brilliance, Clarity never reached the success Honda dreamed of. The car was ready, but the world wasn't. Hydrogen fueling stations were almost non-existent. Unless you lived in California or a few spots in Japan, finding a pump was a real challenge. Long trips felt risky. People weren't lining up to buy cars that left them anxious about getting stranded. And let's be honest, hydrogen sounded complicated, even a little intimidating. Electric cars, on the other hand, were simple. Plug in, charge up, drive off. EVs had the hype, celebrities flaunting them, governments handing out incentives, and charging stations popping up everywhere. Hydrogen cars like the Clarity? No big perks, no frenzy, no easy test drives. As much as it was an engineering marvel, Clarity couldn't win the popularity contest. By 2021, Honda shut down Clarity production, including the electric and plug-in versions. But don't cross hydrogen off the list just yet. This story isn't finished. Honda didn't walk away from Clarity in defeat. They walked away with lessons. They learned that fuel cell cars work. The tech wasn't the problem, the timing was. So Honda played it smart. They stepped back, watched the EV craze unfold, and quietly kept working on hydrogen in the background. Now, they're back, and they're not alone. Teaming up with General Motors, they've built something new. Something designed to fix Clarity's weak points, longer range, smoother tech, and a car people already know and love. Say hello to the CR-V hydrogen SUV. And this isn't just a facelift. This is a bold comeback that could shake up the entire electric vehicle scene. The CR-V hydrogen isn't just packing shiny new hardware. It's Honda throwing down a challenge to the EV frenzy itself. At first glance, the CR-V hydrogen SUV looks just like any other family-friendly Honda CR-V. But here's the twist. Underneath that familiar skin hides a true game-changer in the world of green mobility. This machine runs fully on hydrogen. No gasoline, no charging cable, no massive battery packs. The CR-V hydrogen is powered by fuel cell technology. As you drive, hydrogen combines with oxygen to generate electricity on the spot, and the only thing that comes out of the tailpipe is clean water vapor. Two high-pressure hydrogen tanks sit neatly in the back, while a smart energy unit tucked under the seats keeps everything running safely and smoothly. Sounds futuristic, right? But it's not some far-off dream. It's here, right now. And here's the big difference: no charging required. While battery EVs can take hours to juice up, the CR-V hydrogen only needs 3 to 5 minutes at a pump. The range? Comparable to the best electric vehicles out there, so you can forget the dreaded range anxiety. Picture this. You pull over, refill hydrogen as quickly as topping off gas, and hit the road again for hundreds of kilometers. Way more convenient, don't you think? But Honda didn't stop there. The CR-V Hydrogen can also double as a mobile power station for your home. Power outage? No problem. This SUV can keep your house or essential devices running. And of course, Honda preserved everything CR-V owners love: the roomy cabin, comfort, and that natural driving feel. Honda chose California and Japan as the first launch pads. Not by chance, but because these places already have hydrogen fueling infrastructure. From there, expansion will come step by step as conditions allow. Their philosophy is simple: slow and steady, building a sustainable ecosystem instead of chasing hype. Yes, hydrogen cars failed before because stations were rare. Just look at the Honda Clarity. But the landscape is changing. In the US, California is leading the way. Japan sees hydrogen as the backbone of its national energy plan. Germany is building stations for heavy-duty trucks. China is pouring billions of dollars into hydrogen buses and taxis. Governments and businesses alike are investing because hydrogen has undeniable advantages. It works for heavy transport. It doesn't overload the power grid. It doesn't depend on rare metals. And it can be produced from renewable sources. Compared to battery EVs, hydrogen has some very clear perks: lightning-fast refueling, no giant battery to recycle, no lithium-cobalt dilemma. It's flexible, it's clean, and it can be adapted for all kinds of vehicles. Instead of competing, hydrogen and electricity could complement each other. Maybe this is the real answer to sustainable mobility, and Honda isn't walking this road alone. They've partnered with GM to develop compact, efficient fuel cell systems. They've also joined forces with Toyota, Subaru, Mazda, and Yamaha to explore engines powered by hydrogen, biofuels, even ammonia. For Honda, it's not just about building a single car. It's about redefining the very heart of the automobile: an engine that's powerful but clean. So here's the big question: can the CR-V Hydrogen actually outshine electric cars? Could Honda's new hydrogen-powered CR-V steal the spotlight? Let's stack them up. First, charging time. Electric vehicles can take anywhere from 30 minutes to several hours to recharge, depending on the charger. The CR-V? It's ready in just 3 to 5 minutes, as quick as filling up with gas. That's not just convenient, that's a total game changer. Now, range. Most EVs cover about 200 to 300 miles, roughly 320 to 480 kilometers, per charge. The CR-V Hydrogen goes farther, close to 400 miles, about 640 kilometers, on a full tank. For long trips or busy days, those extra miles mean fewer stops and less stress. When it comes to being green, EVs are great, zero tailpipe emissions. But the CR-V takes it one step further. It's fuel. Cells only produce water vapor, no massive battery packs, no environmental mess from building or scrapping them. Honda isn't trying to kill the EV market, but with its speed, range, and eco-edge, the CR-V Hydrogen is a serious rival. Sure, EVs currently have more charging stations, and most people can plug in at home. But hydrogen stations are catching up fast in California, Japan, Germany, and China. And when it comes to refueling, the CR-V Hydrogen has a huge advantage. Just a few minutes, and unlike EV chargers, it won't overload the power grid. Another major difference? EVs depend on rare materials like lithium and cobalt, expensive to mine and harmful to the planet. Fuel cells don't need them. No giant battery to degrade, no risky mining chaos, no fire hazards, just clean, simple, safe energy. EVs may be popular, but cracks are showing. Long charge times, limited range, rising electricity costs, and battery anxiety are wearing drivers down. That's why hybrids, plug-ins, and now hydrogen cars like the CR-V are grabbing attention. And Honda isn't testing this in some strange prototype. They've put it inside the CR-V, a car millions of families already love. Familiar, but now cleaner, quicker, and cooler. Will hydrogen replace electric cars? Not at all. It doesn't have to. Even grabbing a slice of the market could reshape how we think about clean driving and push automakers to raise their game. Honda is diving into hydrogen power, and that's a huge shift. This isn't just about making cool cars. It's part of a massive global transition. Nations and companies are racing to find the cleanest, smartest way to power the future. EVs are only one piece of the puzzle. The clean energy world is buzzing with competition and bold ideas. Did you enjoy this breakdown? Hit that like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dive analysis like this. And hey, don't miss the next video. Click it now. Trust me, it's worth watching.